Okay, here are 4 ways that you can increase the profitability of your Shopify or e-commerce store right now that you might not be doing. So number 1 is actually A/B testing the price of your best-selling product, and specifically the price, not the description on your landing page, not the creative. You should also do that separately, but I actually think the most effective A/B test you can do is specifically on the price to discover the full price elasticity of demand for your main product. So how does that work? For example, you're selling a product for $70. You just need to test how much more or less volume you would get, keeping all the variables constant if you sell for 75, for 80, for 85, for 90. And there's actually apps. If you go on the Shopify App Store right now, for example, there's apps like Dexter that I've used, but there's many other apps. So you can take a look if you just type in A/B testing price that allow you to send traffic to both landing pages, product pages, right, that have everything exactly the same, right, depending on how you run your marketing channels, except that you just test the price and then you see how much less or more volume, what the relationship is between volume and price. And the crazy thing why this can be so effective, right, for so many stores who just haven't done it, is that if you're selling a product for 70 and then you just increase the price to 75, and let's just assume that your price elasticity is quite inelastic, meaning that actually most people will still pay the $75 because they don't care about the $5 difference, then you're just making $5 extra margin. It's pure margin, right? Obviously, that's not always the case, but that's why you should A/B test it and actually figure it out. So that's number 1. Number 2 is improving the shipping revenue of your store. Most Shopify stores, if your customer checks out, you have different shipping options, right, that you charge for. Usually there's a free shipping option, there's an express shipping option, then there's maybe an overnight or same day or 1 day, super express shipping option, right? And you charge different rates depending on what that option is. And there again, most stores do actually not A/B test that shipping cost, which ultimately is revenue for you, right? And that's the thing. You can charge a number, right? For example, for your express shipping, which gives you an extra margin because the revenue you get from the customer will be more than the cost it is for you to deliver the item, let's say, in whatever the option is, right? If it's now express or 1 day, whatever it might be. And this obviously depends on your logistical setup, but generally, one effective trick that I have seen over and over again is that if you always have a premium shipping option that's just ridiculously expensive, there's still going to be, I don't know, something like 3 to 5% of customers who are willing to pay for it. And you should always have that option just in case for the person who's willing to pay $30 for the super express something shipping option, because there will be customers who might be willing to do that, and you should just give them that option. I always recommend to always have a free shipping option as well, to always give them the option, but always also have the premium option just in case. And that's also a very effective way to just increase your revenue and profitability because, again, the margin there is pretty high. Number 3 is decreasing your CRM costs via automation. So it's crazy how much you can automate your CRM ticket flow right now. And it's probably much more than what I still think 99% of Shopify stores are doing. And that's because you just have to, and everyone knows this, right? That most CRM tickets for e-commerce brands, like 99% of them end up being in one of the common themes, right? It's about refunds, it's about some product inquiry related to your store that's always repetitive. It's always about shipping times, it's always about tracking numbers, it's always about the common themes that come up over and over and over again. And there are macros, so pre-built templates that your agents can use to essentially answer all of those common tickets. And then there's literally automation rules, and I have separate videos on that, right? Like on popular tools like Gorgeous, that literally based on the words in the subject line or even in the body of the email, right, can recognize exactly what the ticket is about and reply automatically, even without an agent. They just reply automatically based on a preset automation rule that you have set up, that then is also customized specifically to that customer, right? So it still says their name. It literally uses all the information from the order number that's also already integrated into that software, and it's customized, so you're not losing any of the quality, but you're literally just driving your CRM costs down. So your cost per ticket just needs to asymptotically go to 0, which is really where we're going anyway, right? Especially with ChatGPT, that's going to catch up very soon. But the point is, even now, you should be able to automate something like 90 to 95% of all your tickets, and only 5% of the tickets the super exotic ones, you actually need an agent for that. So that's number 3. And number 4, this is a bit more of a classic one, which I still think is quite underlooked by a lot of stores, is up and cross-selling high margin products. So take your best-selling product, right? You might already be upselling, cross-selling something throughout the funnel, but think about things like gift cards, or even maybe an extended warranty or a guarantee, or some insurance, right? Depending on your product, right? That you can also sell on top at your checkout page, right? And usually those, selling an extra 6-month warranty or some sort of guarantee on your product, obviously depending how you price it, can be extremely high margin thing to upsell during the checkout. And then of course you can upsell and cross-sell the usual other like physical add-on products. And there, I think you just need to optimize not only the checkout funnel when the person is checking out, but also don't forget the post-purchase upselling option, right? So when they land on the thank you page, you can upsell something there as well. That's obviously relevant depending on what they bought. And then also don't forget that you can also upsell the email flow after they've purchased, right? So they get the confirmation email after they've purchased, but also, like, let's say 1 hour after they've purchased, you can also send them an email flow upselling them something else as well, right? So there's 3 different parts of the funnel that I think you should also optimize for to be upselling and high selling high margin products. And those are 4 ways that I think one can, effectively increase the profitability of your Shopify e-commerce store.